So, the Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge tells a love story about a young, poor writer named Christian who comes to Paris to find a place where he can be a poet and write about love in the company of others who believe in the same virtues as him, who believes in the virtues of the Bohemian Revolution. He then becomes infatuated with Satine, a singer at the Moulin Rouge. However, she has been promised by the manager to a duke in return for funding and investment into the Moulin Rouge. Directed by visionary director Baz Luhrmann, Moulin Rouge is a romantic musical that came out in 2001 and is his third entry into modern-day cinema. The film is set in Paris in the year 1899 and 1900 at the climax of the Bohemian Revolution. The movie is all color and music, sound and motion, kinetic energy, broad strokes, operatic access. The bohemian nature of the film fills the film with energy and vigor, with a rhythm of its own. However, at its core, the Moulin Rouge is about love and how love can lead to jealousy. Let's talk about the mise-en-scene of Moulin Rouge. The film opens with a red theatre curtain, which then opens to reveal a black and white depiction of Paris in ruin. By opening the film in this way, it could be inferred that the story is about to be shown as if it's a theatre production, which turns out to be a key theme throughout the film. As the shot moves through Paris and goes into a room showing our protagonist, Christian, played by Mr. Ewan McGregor, it shows him in very low-key lighting, with empty bottles, dust and dirt surrounding him. This implies that Christian is at his lowest point, drowning in despair and sorrow. Surrounded by darkness, his hope has been drowned out. This hints to the tragic events that has previously taken place, which will later on be revealed to be the death of Satine, his lover. The film then comes to life, flickering from scenes of a derelict Paris to a vibrant, ornamented and bohemian club, the Moulin Rouge. The jarring difference of the luminous red shown now and the monotonous black of the opening scene, to me, implies that even though the world is cloaked in black despair, the luminous red of the Moulin Rouge provides hope. I also don't think that it is a coincidence that the Moulin Rouge is a brothel, where passion and true bohemian style exists in the focus. Here again, it makes sense that the color motif of the Moulin Rouge is red, as red represents desire, lust, madness, obsession. I mean, even the name means red male in French. Now, I want to bring our attention to the scene in the film where Christian and Satine first meet. Their meeting location is inside a largely, highly ornamented elephant located right outside of the Moulin Rouge. The fact that the location is so extraordinary displays the crazed ideas of the people in those situations. Now, let's jump forward into the film and talk about the closing scenes of the film. Christian ends up becoming part of his own play and sings his secret love song with Satine. With this, it shows a declaration of love for each other. The audience is enthralled by the powerful performance given by Christian and Satine, and it is no wonder that Christian fits so well in the role of the play, as it mirrors his own reality. As the curtain comes down, reality sets in. The truth that Satine is dying is revealed to Christian. As one side claps and applauds for the wonderful story and performance that they have just been immersed in, the other mourns and is drenched in despair as love is shattered by reality. This could be inferred as reality always taking over the facade of a play, which ruins the bohemian belief that the film carries. As Satine dies in the arms of Christian, she is enveloped in the darkness of his shadow, displaying that the shadow of his despair has consumed her. The other film craft I would like to bring our attention to is editing. The editing in Moulin Rouge is key in giving the film the bohemian spirit that it can boast. Moulin Rouge effectively uses editing to maximize the nature of the film. This was especially the case when referring to the introduction of the Moulin Rouge and its many inhabitants. There were fast cuts between the dancers, the owners, the leading characters, the skyline, the attendees of the Moulin Rouge, all strung together with different kinds of up-tempo music. This gives the scenes a feeling of uncontrollable energy that really ties nicely into the theme of a bohemian revolution. There's also use of montage editing in Moulin Rouge. In the El Tango de Roxanne sequence, montage editing was used to show the emotion and feelings of the characters, but through parallels and not directly. Due to the way the sequence was cut, It builds up tension through the building music and the intensity of the tango that was shown. The cuts were also gradually shorter, and this also added to building the tension of the sequence. There are parallels in the cuts between the Duke and Satine, and the tango also helps to convey the emotions and feelings of the characters in a fresh way. It allows for the audience to receive the information in a way that will shock and intrigue them, which is definitely a fresh take. In conclusion, Moulin Rouge is about passion. It is about the most bohemian thing that we all feel, that is second nature to us: love. It is a story about the passion of love and how it could lead to jealousy. It is a story of how passion is messy and that love is messy, just like true bohemian nature. I definitely think that you should watch this movie and be immersed in the bohemian spirit of the film. I'll end this with a quote from the movie. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.